Did you did you guys hear about the Timberwolves fan that glued herself to the floor?
I
I
saw
did.
that. I saw that
I
live.
didn't. Oh, like I didn't look more into it, but what was she? She was protesting animal abuse or something. I don't know.
She looked weird. She looked so weird, man.
It definitely probably was one of those types of things where those types of groups definitely try to take, extreme actions.
Like,
But she tried to glue her wrist to the floor.
yeah, it says like her shirt said Glenn Taylor roasts animals alive, but apparently like Glenn Taylor hasn't owned the Timberwolves for almost a year now. So it was just like, I don't know. What kind
A-Rod
of
sitting over
statement
there like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Like, where is all this It was like probably a plan in the works for like
I didn't sign up
3
for
years. And they're like, I'm going with it. And then by the time they popped their head out of a cave, like the situation had already changed.
Yeah. Yeah, that was so crazy, man.
Yeah, that's weird.
That was so crazy. But people just do weird stuff, man, for attention. You know.
End of the day.
If they believe enough in a cause, they try to do something. Like, I mean,
it's not even believe that it could have
been. It's not even a belief in a cause,
man. Could have stamped any cause on it. That person was just like, you know what? Like, she was always gonna have that creative thought in her head to be like, this is what I could do to get more attention for the cause. Not talk to anybody about it, and just go for it.
Right. A less funny clout chase I saw yesterday was this dude pulled up on Nipsey's grave and like spit on it and was like waving his gun at it, like, oh yeah, fuck this nigga or whatever, and like was posting that on IG or whatever.
Yeah, it's just like
crazy, like Death Wish type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Why call for that? Like, are you that desperate for attention that you want to attract like the attention of death?
Right.
To knock on your footstep, like to knock on your doorstep. Like, that's how desperate you are for attention, bro. Like, literally just go on a Facebook group chat, like look up like your, like, I don't know, whatever you're into. Is it like League of Legends, fucking basketball? Who the fuck cares? Like hiking, find a group of people, make some friends, and talk to them, because you'll realize those ideas won't get far. Like,
it's a sickness, man. It's how they call it, going viral. It's sick shit, bro.
Yeah. Very true.
You just need to have people around them to tell them that's stupid, because I don't actually trust people. Like, I have faith that those type of people will listen to someone that says that's stupid, and they'll like feel like maybe I shouldn't do it. I feel like those types of ideas and thoughts will come from people no matter what.
That's an interesting point, Son, because I don't think people are doing it for anyone's attention. I think they're doing it for specific attention.
Yeah, specific attention from who?
Just from someone that they want to get attention from. You know what I mean? It's like they're trying to get a reaction out of somebody, and if they get the wrong reaction, I don't know, they might have like, do you guys see the Batman?
No,
you guys see the new Batman?
I have not.
I guess I'll ruin it for that movie.
If we haven't watched it for 4 weeks, you deserve to ruin it for us.
Yeah, it's a terrible movie. But the Riddler at one point, he was like, "Yeah, Batman, me and you are the same." And Batman's like, "Nah, bro, you're a psychopath." And this dude just starts flipping out. He's like, "No, no, no."
He was just waiting for the approval of Batman.
Right. I think that's like a lot of these weirdos need. And he, like, the person that they actually idolize be like, "Bro, like, you're stupid."
Yeah, I think we've all had a similar version of that. It didn't obviously get as public to it, but it's just, man, it's weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah, it is.
Weird, man.
Oh, man. Well, let's get into the show, man. This is the Mostly Bullshit podcast.
I'm Mike.
I'm Brandon.
And I'm Solomon.
And this is the weekly chop up with three former college roommates. So we talk about life, sports, politics, the bullshit going on in the world, but don't take us too seriously because we're just bullshitting mostly. Every week we have a topic. Mike, let's start with your topic. What you got for us this week?
So I saw an interesting post, I think it came from like NPR or something, about college athletes now being able to sign endorsement deals. And the like obviously it's a huge win for college athletes to be able to do this, but also at the same time, because it's uncharted territory, a lot of these athletes may not know what they're signing, what rights they're giving up to these companies that are endorsing them, giving up their image, their likeness for whatever purposes, and like they're not really, potentially aren't like reading the contracts of
I
what.
don't care about that because the NCAA
At an 18-year-old, I don't
like
know, bro. I don't know if I care
like,
about that.
that business will only use it to like maybe 1% of the, like they'll only use 1% of that athlete's likeness in comparison to what the NCAA is doing to it.
No, I understand that too, but what I'm saying is that, so like if an athlete signs a deal,
yeah,
that says, you are exclusive to this, my brand, for however long,
mm-hmm.
Or you're not allowed to get any other endorsements throughout the time that you are,
you can break a contract. You can break a contract. You're allowed to break a contract. Once players get rich enough, if they're really about that business, and like
they'll break a contract, they'll take the L.
They'll break a contract. They'll take an L. They're not gonna work with
if they know they got money on coming in for sure.
For sure. Yeah, they'll cut a check off. Yeah, they'll write a little sign off. It's a small business at the end of the day. If it's a small business reaching out to an NCAA player, and then NCAA player becomes big money NBA like shit, and that company got them, wonderful. I feel like that's gonna for sure slip under the rug, because it's just like the NBA player doesn't really care, because it's just like they got a little bread early on before when they were supposed to. So they're not tripping off of like, it's going to be chump change in comparison to what they're going to get in their first deal.
I'm just trying to understand the difference between an 18-year-old getting an endorsement deal and a 19-year-old getting an endorsement deal playing professional.
No difference.
Well, I guess it's just at that point you might not have an agent, and you like, and it doesn't have to be a.
You don't have to have an agent as a professional,
but most likely you are going to have an agent as a professional. And the thing is, like you're saying,
it's smart, right? So yeah, I think the same thing is like, it's smart as a college athlete now to have some type of representation. If you're trying to get endorsements, you should have some type of representation.
But you're also saying you're comparing a 18-year-old to a 19-year-old, but yeah, I guess you're right. It's not
the same
like
situation. They're playing in like college. I mean, the college basketball at some levels is the same as like pros in terms of like what they got to go through.
Is your concern, Mike, that like college players don't have agents, so the agents won't be able to like go through the paperwork? Because they'll have like representatives and managers like
that. That's more so what I'm saying. So like you got, and it like the people that they're signing, they might not be like NBA bound. They might just be an average college athlete, and they might all of a sudden get offered six figures and not know what they're signing, and if they don't have anything planned.
I'm trying to figure out the L. Where's the L?
I mean, it's like when like we hear it all the time in like the music industry. Like, people sign deals way early. They don't know what they're signing. The label fucks them over. Like the same thing could happen.
But because that's based on production.
A record label deal is definitely different than an endorsement deal, Mike. Yeah, like a record label deal is directly related to how you, like, that is your income. An endorsement deal is always going to be side money.
It's always going to be side money.
So I don't think it can't be held to like that level of gravity, just because it's always going to be a secondary means.
Why would the company put that much risk in an endorsement? Especially if an unproven talent. They're saying they're giving people $100,000, hundreds of thousands of dollars, six figures, and they don't even know they're going to go pro.
Well, I guess it's more so like, so let's say you're like with the NCAA, like the whole reason we don't get those NCAA games anymore is because the college athletes weren't able to see the profits of their likeness being used on video games. Like that's why we don't get NCAA football or NCAA basketball games anymore, you know? So now if these athletes are signing these deals, exclusively signing their likeness away to a brand deal that maybe they don't even know like what the brand is all about, you know, they could end up hurting their image if something goes wrong with that brand.
But like, I feel like people forgive you. Like, it's just like I gotta say, like the gravity. I honestly can't think the gravity will hurt in the long run for players, because like the thing is, it only truly affects the players that blow up. Like the thing is, like in the opposite sense, like what happens to a college player that signs like a crazy contract with like a crazy endorsement deal with a contract that extends past his college years. However, the college athlete has like a horrible injury, and then the fucking player's career just does not shoot up again. What do you think is going to happen? There's always going to be a clause, like by the business, to just break it off in the event that shit happens. And while there's not something written up for players, it's the only reason why is because the business writes up the contract. If a player, like this has happened multiple times before, if a player gets into a situation where they no longer want to be endorsed by this business, they can easily break a contract. That player will, if in the event that the player blows up, they will have an agent. They will have the right representatives to just smoothly transition away from that type of endorsement in our business.
But what happens if the endorsed, like the play? So you guys are saying like the scenario if the athlete blows up. Like what if, so you have like a superstar college athlete has a crazy injury,
okay,
and is like signed to this endorsement deal. Obviously they decline from their injury, and they can't like and they want out of this contract. They can't just break the contract without going through an extensive legal process.
What do they have to
like,
do for the contract, Will Mike? Like
I don't know. Like it could be
requirements. Like I can't understand. Like I'm trying to understand what the requirements
the
are
point.
of
like,
an endorsement deal other than taking pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like on that,
like doing like signing things, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I can understand, like with the record labels, like the requirements of that contract are like you have to produce.
It's job requirements. Those are job.
Yeah, it's like job requirements, like
which makes it
even
income dependent requirements.
I can understand why they were upset about the NCAA video games, because that has specifically something to do with what they actually do on a day-to-day basis. But if it's just like who they are as a person, like, oh, like Zion Williamson is cool, like you know, it's just like, oh, he's a cool person. Like I want to eat some Doritos or something, or drink this Sprite.
Okay. We'll
like,
look at it this way. Let's
wear
say
my
they
shoes.
get
like I don't
like
know.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, let's put it this way. What if they get a shoe deal early on when they're in college?
Yep.
They're excited. They're saying I am going to be exclusive to Nike.
Yep.
And however long, I don't know how long the contract with Nike could be, but shit, I lost my train of thought. But like however long like the deal with Nike could be, and you know they end up like getting offered, I guess like then that goes back to they can then they can hire someone to get them out of it. Yeah,
definitely get somebody out of it, bro. I think you're worried about the athletes. I appreciate you're worried about the athletes, but those athletes are gonna be fine. They really
it's actually one of the most lit things ever that they can sign endorsement deals because of the athlete that's not going pro. The athlete that's not going pro might be lit within their little community. You know what I'm saying? There might be like some little mom and pop shops that really fuck with bro. That's and really he can get money now. And he can get some type of pay, even though he's not going pro.
So I remembered where I was going. So like they signed with Nike, and you know, obviously like with every shoe sale, you're supposed to get some sort of royalty, right?
Okay.
So they sign a deal with
signature
Nike.
Shoes. For signature players, why would that be for generic and like Why
What
would
are
that
they
be?
saying? They're saying they're giving. They say they
Or like a
give
brand
Nike's
deal.
offering a Zion,
Okay. I get you.
A
I get
Zion
Mikey
t-shirt
Williams.
or
Okay, I hear you, I hear you, I
Mikey
hear you.
Williams like
Yup.
got my face on your
Merch,
shoe
merch.
or some shit
Right,
like
right,
that.
right. They're offering
Okay.
it early.
All right. And so like
Bronny, early.
so obviously they get them early, they get them cheap. They say sign this, be our exclusive person for 10 years, right? And but in reality, like your royalty deal is like shit. You know, like you're like you sign, like they give you a big ass sign on bonus thinking like, oh, this is great. But
Okay.
in the future, like, obviously you want royalties. Like that's where you really make your money. Is
Okay,
off the
Mike,
royalties.
and so let me go back and let's go back into the thoughts of that player again. If I'm a player and I believe I am not getting the royalties I deserve, what do you think I'm going to do in this situation? I'm gonna I'll skip the bullshit. I'm gonna go to my agent and I'm going to tell my agent, hey, I want to break my contract and I want to either restructure my contract currently with Nike, or B, let's go check what Adidas is doing for my current value, what's Puma doing for my current value.
Somebody will buy you out if you're nice, bro. They'll buy you out.
But like I feel like
businesses will work with us to restructure whatever the fuck we got going on.
But what I'm saying is like you don't know
leverage.
the terms of the contract. Like you guys are acting like it's just super easy to break the contract. Like what if there's like terms that aren't favorable for you?
Okay,
like if you break it, like no matter how, like who has your back?
Business, okay, Mike. Businesses like in endorsement deals do not put you in jail when you sign a contract. You are able
that's too
to
much
break
risk,
them.
bro. They don't like your endorsement of their business is just like extra, like it's extra for both parties. It's a partnership.
And it's going to be much more amicable than you like kind of how you're presenting it. If a player actually sees their own value, a business will actually see that investment and say like, yeah, we'll need to probably pay him more or else somebody else will. Like business, like Nike will go back and say, oh, holy shit. Like they're not going to just say we got to steal. That's not how business works. You have to reinvest in that player. If that player is not getting the money he deserves, he will go somewhere else, because that, like, usually for athletes, they are the walking gold nugget. You get them for what, 12 to 15 years to be put on your like nightly TV screens, night in and night out, and that's all you get.
You could sell your own shoe for $500 and they'll still pay you more money than you'll get off of that.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at Big Baller Brand. Like
the contracts aren't defining, bro. Like they're not going to be end all. I think.
All right. All right. Well,
if you're that nice, if you're not that nice, they're gonna drop you.
Yeah.
Before you.
But I think
you're hurting the brand.
Like I think the best way to come back to this conversation is like find a situation that kind of goes through this. Like if we see like a player that kind of goes through it, has that struggle. I feel like it's definitely way too early for any of like real like stories to pop up now because it just happened. But when it does happen, we can kind of revisit that conversation.
Kids are more fucked up
That's a
getting scholarships at schools that they don't want to go to than getting than what could potentially happen with an endorsement deal. Getting a scholarship somewhere and the coach dips. That's more of a fuck situation for a kid, in my opinion.
All right. Oh, that's all I got. Well, I'll wait for the first story to come out.
Yeah, let's table it. Let's get back to it. And you can kind of do it how I'm doing my crypto crime segment, bro. Because man, crypto, y'all know. See, that's
I finally saw that documentary. That documentary was crazy.
Oh,
I really don't.
Which one?
The Crypto King one, dude in India.
Oh yeah, the podcast about yes.
Oh, no, there's a documentary about it on Netflix.
Oh, they made a documentary out of it?
Yes, bro.
Bro, no, when I brought it up,
the wife did an interview earlier this year. I was
that's
like,
crazy.
I was like,
when I initially brought it up, it was introduced. It was called Exit Scam, the podcast. So they did the whole, yeah. And so that's what I was trying to get y'all into initially. And it's the Canadian-based company, the Canadian-based cryptocurrency company.
Yeah,
where the guy went to India for his honeymoon with his wife and mysteriously died for natural causes.
Crohn's, yes.
Crohn's disease at the age of 24. Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
No, I already know.
Only nigga with the passwords.
Wow.
But
his business partner was a
did you already know?
Scammer extraordinaire.
at 15, at 19, he had legally switched his name as an adult.
Right. Oh, bro, that dude is scary. The business partner, Michael, whatever. Oh, bro, that dude, that's a scary guy.
Different. Dog, carrying it through the podcast was kind of lit. I will watch that Netflix episode like literally tonight.
Yeah, watch the Netflix documentary. It brings it all to life. You're like, this is nuts.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah.
Because the people that he stole money from are like depressed. Like they're really like in depraved.
It's just
like they're really out for blood.
Oh, I mean, life accounts were put in there. Like at the time, I think it was like Canada's second largest cryptocurrency medium.
Right.
In 2000.
The way they explained it, he was trying to front to make it seem like it was legitimate. So like when people were doing withdrawals, it was him taking money back, giving the money back
based off of the market.
Right. And then once based off of the market, then once the market dipped, everybody wants their money back. And he's like, I can't do this. I'm going to India.
Dog. But like he did it, he's done it multiple times before.
Oh yeah, he's a super scammer.
He's done it multiple times before.
Yeah, this is just the crypto iteration of it.
Yeah, crypto crimes, bro. And this is where crypto crimes started, bro. And so just like crypto crimes, we'll go with the thing is, my segment it was cool. It had a nice little turn to it. Mike, you gotta get a segment for your turn. What is it? I don't know.
The liquidity pool segment or whatever.
Yeah, for that too. Let's check in. Let's check in.
The liquidity corner, Mike's liquidity corner, right?
Liquidity. Yeah. No, like around the liquidity pool. Or is it the liquidity cooler? I don't know. We'll find out a name later. For sure. How's it going though? How's it going with that, Mike?
It's good. So like I think the interest rate, it fluctuated. It got up to like almost 500% for a bit. Then it's back down to 325, but still up, like still doing good.
Sure.
Nothing crazy so far. I've been pulling money out. So like I'm just been taking profits from it now. So
that's chill.
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Nothing substantial in case the IRS is listening.
Yes, nothing. We're mostly bullshitting.
You'll never find the money. It's all in my.
Right. I went to there's like a cryptotaxtrader.com, I think.
Okay.
It's because the IRS is like, bro, we need to get this money. So yeah. Crypto tax trader, I think is what it's called. Yeah, in case you want to like stay on the up and up with the IRS in terms of liquidating your crypto assets.
So like the web or the game I use, it gives you a tax report for you if you really wanted to report your taxes.
If you really wanted to.
But like
mostly bullshit, you guys.
Mostly, and hypothetically,
you're not getting me. I'm a black man in America. I
did not sell any cryptocurrency.
I did not sell any cryptocurrency in the year 2020. No. But Coinbase,
get us. we can't fuck around like that.
And Robinhood both said that they did not report anything to the IRS. So it was on the honor code. Now, I'm not saying that you don't got to report your crypto earnings, but just know the IRS probably isn't going to find out.
You sold on Robinhood or crypto in the year 2020-21.
I think that's cap that they didn't.
Yeah, I think that's
if they cap. If they was really that. Oh,
that might be
like it said on like they provided
Bitcoin goes to anything over 6 figures, bro. If this second Bitcoin goes over 6 figures, bro, they're
okay. Well, like my gains weren't that crazy. It was just Dogecoin gains, but like
the second Bitcoin goes over 6 figures, that means everything else is booming. No, they're not. That is totally gonna change. The hell. All right, man. We gotta switch topics now, man.
Yeah,
we're incriminating ourselves.
Like I said, I did not sell crypto in the year 2020.
Yeah, hell no. Yeah, hell exactly. No. Buy and hold forever.
Buy and hold. Bag hold. I'm a bag holder.
Yep. All right, let's get to this NBA playoffs. They're starting up this weekend. We just
We're
had
talking
some
about the Timberwolves already won, bro.
They won it all.
Timberwolves.
They already won it all, Brandon. Why are you
know
talking
what?
about the playoffs?
You know what?
The playoffs are finished.
Why are we hating on the Timberwolves, guys? guys, that's so fucking like. Obviously,
funny.
they're celebrating.
That's hilarious.
Obviously, they're doing the most. Like,
Has it been that long since they made the playoffs? Like a
it's 2018, but it was a rough year because Jimmy was on the team, bullying everybody.
He literally had to drag that team to the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
He was dragging them.
Dragging
Like
them.
you remember?
They didn't want to go. They did not want to go.
You remember that season? We all remember that season. It was a very good season. If you were a fan of NBA antics, but if you're a Timberwolves fan, it probably wasn't the funnest, even though it was your first playoffs since KG era.
2018 is probably not fun for anyone except Warriors fans.
Yeah, for sure. No,
I think that was probably really depressing.
Year. Like we knew at the beginning of the year who the champions were going to be. We knew at the end of the year who the good champions were going to be.
Yeah, Rockets really thought, and then nah.
It was fun. It was fun though. Like
yeah,
everybody became a Rockets fan for like what
2 seconds. Yeah,
2 weeks. Yeah. It was a good time. It was a great time.
It was cool. But yeah, now we're back at it. 4 years later. Well, technically 3. We won't count 1 year.
Yeah.
But I seen this one tweet. He's like, how many championships does LeBron James have? They said 3. I was dead.
I hate that. Like, to be honest, like I don't like that take. Everybody had the same
that. I love that take. That is a great
Everybody
take.
had the same, like they say, oh, it's a bubble ring. Like everybody had the
a
same
bubble ring.
circumstance.
Year is an asterisk.
Everybody had the same
no, that's a super
circumstances to win.
asterisk. No, that's a super asterisk.
How is that an asterisk?
I can explain why it's a super asterisk. Because you're asking people who make millions of dollars to go under the same type of job scrutiny as someone who makes minimum wage.
Wait, what? What does that mean?
They had the level of freedom, like they couldn't leave, they couldn't do shit, like the same type of scrutiny that someone.
It's like the AAU at the.
They got. You can only eat this. You can only go here. You can only be around these people.
Okay,
you can only.
Yes,
a millionaire.
Everybody had the
you
same.
Can't tell no millionaires that, bro. For a long period, for weeks.
But everybody was under the same circumstances.
Literally,
it's not like not like one person that got like special. It's not like the Lakers had. We can go anywhere we want.
There's people who are like, bro, we're not even going to
LeBron and the Lakers got a PJ to go to a South Beach for the weekend to enjoy their round 1 success. Like that's not what happened.
Who didn't even want to show up. There's people. Paul George was even talking about, bro, I'm depressed. I don't want to be here. I need to leave.
Man, wasn't Kevin Love depressed in 2017?
For what? Why was he depressed?
For other reasons. But what I'm trying to say is
he wasn't even playing. He was barely playing in 2017.
Bro, what I'm saying is there are issues that happen every single year.
Like players deal with depression during the regular season.
Something else happens.
Like during.
No, I get what you're saying, but depression and then not being able to leave to handle your own to handle. You're right. People deal with depression however they can. But if you're only able to deal with it in these like finite amount of ways, and you're a millionaire, you're only able to deal with your problems in only a finite amount of ways, and you have an unlimited amount of resources. That's frustrating.
Are you saying the asterisk for the COVID like playoffs?
The asterisk is that, and the asterisk is that Anthony Davis got 5 months.
Millionaire tiers. What?
The asterisk is that people weren't taking that shit seriously. There's the other, a lot of the teams weren't really taking that seriously, other than you can tell LA and Miami. And next, like
teams were not taking it seriously.
Bro, you gave these teams that are usually weak as hell, cannot last, like the Lakers, who have not done anything other than a bubble year. If it's not a bubble year, they have a disappointing season because of Anthony Davis's health. And he can't, he's a flop artist who hurts himself.
But then he turned up that playoffs. From what I remember, he hurt himself like a couple times over within these series.
No home court advantage for anyone.
Yeah.
No
So
pressure.
that's a fair playing field then for everybody
my
had the
God,
same
bro.
circumstances. Like
it's like I
you're-
hear
That
your-
means it's weak, bro. That means it's weak. If there's no stakes, if there's no real stakes, if there's no people talking like real mess, if Rondo's wasn't Rondo's brother talking shit to Russ and had to like leave in the bubble?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
he
don't
did.
know.
That was actually
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Rondo's brother was talking hella shit to Russ and then had to leave. Like that's whack, bro.
Just
That's
because
whack.
it's whack does not mean it invalidates a championship. You
All
know,
I'm saying
I'll
is
just
if the
Dude,
Warriors
y'all can say
somehow
what you want.
miraculously pulled it through, you wouldn't be saying this. Like that's all I'm saying.
I would definitely be saying that.
No, you wouldn't.
I would definitely be
Because you
saying
don't
that.
even you don't
I agree
acknowledge
with
the
you.
asterisks on the
I agree
Warriors
with you, Mike.
championships.
I can understand injuries. Injuries is a part of the game. But this COVID stuff, having that season, continuing on with that season, it was for money, bro. And if you want to give them that, little money grabs end of the season, fine. But let's talk about this year's playoffs because the Warriors are in this year's playoffs. The Lakers are not the champions of 2 years ago. They technically had a better team, right? So this year, in a normal year, fans showed up. People were able to do what they wanted to do after the game. Who do you guys have as a favorite, winning the championship?
Phoenix is my favorites.
All right.
I truly do. I think Chris Paul's getting his first ring, and I think he's going to show the fuck out this year.
I think it depends on who they play against in the finals. If they go up against Milwaukee again, then I don't think they're winning. They don't have an answer for Giannis.
Are the Clippers losing to either the Pelicans or the Spurs in the next playing game at home?
I can't see them losing.
Potentially, I can see them losing.
I personally cannot see them losing.
I can.
Why do you see them losing, Solomon?
Why did they lose to the Timberwolves last night when Karl Anthony Towns decided not to show up?
Because Karl Anthony Towns is a joke.
I know, but let me explain. That man, that's an NBA player that's on the floor and playing minutes and not doing shit, not being productive.
But he's always not been a good player.
They let two other players go turn up.
When Karl Anthony Towns is not shooting well.
What I'm trying to tell you is, let me just quickly get into the reason why. Let me just quickly explain as to why I believe.
I don't know about let D-Lo, bro. Like,
D-Lo and Anthony went crazy on the last
They're
night.
nice. They're nice. They're nice players.
Nice.
They're not only are they nice players, but they're playing hard for the guy that covers their ass on defense so that they can be nice on offense. They're able to put so much energy in on offense because Patrick Beverley put so much energy for them on defense, guarding perimeter players, guarding the best perimeter players on the other team. Not only that, he was slighted by the other team that they were playing. That was his former team. Like, it was just like there's too much riding on a guy that is a vocal leader on the team that we all feel something for, dude. We can't lose this game for bro.
I mean, Karl Anthony Towns absolutely did not say anything.
Karl Anthony Towns needs to go. Once Minnesota, they got new ownership. So once new ownership figures that out, we just need to just do this around Anthony Edwards, because bro, Towns,
they're going to be a first round bounce because of that man.
Karl Anthony Towns is an injury away from looking like DeMarcus Cousins. So
I just want to say,
we gotta move on.
He's going to be matched up against, I think it's probably Steven Adams in the 7-2 matchup.
Bro, Steven Adams or Jaren Jackson is getting that boy work.
Jesus Christ. Please watch that series for people who watch the NBA frequently. I won't be watching that because I'll be watching other series, but
it'll be a good series because Ja will mess things up because he likes to dribble a lot. Memphis plays a lot better without Ja. Ja's nice, but he likes
flashy.
It's the Ja show. But it's the Ja show.
It is.
But I feel like in the playoffs, you gotta get the momentum from the crowd, and Ja's gonna get that.
But he's getting doubled. It's everyone else. Everyone else is gonna have to beat him. And if Ja gets frustrated that he's not getting hit, it depends on what kind of player Ja is. If Ja is frustrated that he's not getting his, then that's gonna mess up the Memphis Grizzlies. But if he's like, you know what, as long as we are winning, as long as we're playing, consistent basketball, we're not doing anything out of character, let's just keep on with what we're doing. I think I think Memphis is a great team, through and through. They got some scary people. Dylan Brooks is a scary person.
Step stopper. The step stopper.
Dylan Brooks is very scary.
They call him the step stopper. You know that.
I'll have to text you guys why Dylan Brooks is one of the scariest players in the NBA.
Oh, you have to text off fucking.
Yeah, because we can get canceled for just explaining why that nigga's terrified. But yeah.
That's hilarious. I already have something. No, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. But yeah, but like we totally went off topic really quickly. Brandon, why do you think the Clippers, who do the Clippers have that you believe outside of Paul George will take them to the next round versus the Pelicans? Or
Kawhi Leonard's playing 3-on-3.
Oh, so he's back for Friday?
He's playing 3-on-3 right now. That's all I know.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is in a one game wins all.
He's not. Why do I think the Clippers aren't losing to the Pelicans or the
Spurs? Yes. Oh, because it's in a 7-game series, I'm with you, but in a one game thing, it's almost like a March Madness vibe. The better team can lose in one game.
It's not a 1-game thing for the Clippers on the Clippers end though.
It is because they're playing the team for the first time.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's a Western Conference team. They play them 3 times.
No, I mean in this context, it's winter. It's like
you would assume that they would have beat the Timberwolves.
I get what you're saying, but I think the only reason the Timberwolves won is because of Patrick Beverley. I think the only reason the Timberwolves won that game is because they were galvanized around Patrick Beverley, and Patrick Beverley
Anthony Edwards
really was able to get away with fouling a lot of people because of the storyline.
Edwards was working niggas on that court. Did you not see Norman Powell tried to
he Norman Powell he tried to stop. Oh no,
bro! He's not okay. The man was not okay.
No, because he was shooting, bro. Because they were shooting. You had to close out hella hard because they were shooting.
I know.
And the Clippers go small. So they got no rim. They have no rim protection.
Yeah, they're not putting Zubac out there. They learned their lesson.
Yeah, they're not gonna put. Yeah,
that man is not built for them. He's not gonna do it in the NBA playoffs. That's what I'll say.
No. I mean, they had Nazir Reed hit a 3, a random ass 3. It was just a lot of at home pure energy. Anything could happen. Pure energy. I don't think that same kind of energy is gonna.
Yeah,
in LA. I don't think
in LA. I hear you. Yeah. And I think it was important that game was in Minnesota for the reason why that Timberwolves won that game. So I can hear you there.
Yeah, in Minnesota, playing for your bro, it's too much going on.
Yeah, I hear you.
Plus, Karl-Anthony Towns ain't in the way. If Karl-Anthony Towns didn't get in foul trouble, they would have lost that game.
Kind of funny. Kind of right. I 100%.
There's just a lot of things went right, bro. It was a perfect storm, but that's not gonna happen again.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that last point. But yeah.
But if the Clippers do get out, and I think they will, I think Kawhi is back for the first round. And
you think they're beating the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah.
First round?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go. That's what I wanted to hear because I realized where you were getting at.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now, who do you think is winning the NBA Finals though?
If Ben Simmons comes back, the Brooklyn Nets. Easy.
And if he doesn't?
If he doesn't come back, the Bucks.
Okay. Sure.
But I'm a Warriors fan.
Yeah, come on, bro.
I'm gonna say the Warriors.
It's a Warriors Heat Finals. We already know what it is, bro. I'm
gonna say the Warriors.
Bro, nobody is
as a homer. I'm gonna be yeah, the Warriors will get it together. But I honestly, in my heart of hearts, just be real, I don't trust Andrew Wiggins at all.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about what Jordan Poole does in a playoff game.
I hear you.
I don't remember him doing well last year in a playoff game, play-in game.
Jordan Poole?
Yeah.
That was one game. I don't want to judge a person.
One game and one game and you don't really know
we don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like we don't know.
he didn't have the same level of responsibility as he does this year.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you, do you think they run?
He's gonna start.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think they run with the same rotation? Like,
Oh, they're gonna start him.
no, but
Yeah, Draymond starting at 5 against Jokic.
No, but is Clay coming off bench and doing the?
He never came off the bench.
Oh, he didn't.
No, they start Curry, Poole, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond.
Got you. I hear you.
And that works against. I mean, I don't know. Aaron Gordon could give Wiggins some problems because Wiggins, I don't know. But I mean, Aaron Gordon can't dribble. I mean, he's not that great of a ball handler, so we might be all right.
I hear you. It's just gonna be weird. I don't know. I don't think we can run.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Wiggins Clay at the 3-4 is weird.
Oh, that's amazing.
I know it's super small ball, and like that's why I'm trying to say, like, when Steph comes back, like, how do you run the offense? Like, who sits? But you've put everybody in, so it's
Looney
just like
sits. Yeah, Looney sits.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Bro, that's I don't know who's beating. Like
if
they're all playing well, like I don't know. That's hard to beat. That's hard to beat right there. Like fuck defense. You know what I'm saying? Like I get we're like losing a little bit with Looney, but like
because it's Jokic, you know, the primary offensive focal point is Jokic, and I know he's like actually more of an assister, like, and that's how he kind of gets his value. So he might not be on the block, but like if we actually go out there with that small lineup, what happens when they put Jokic? Like, do you think they put Jokic on the low block to start
against Draymond, bro? Draymond's used to it.
But like that's like
against like arguably the best big man in the league.
Though.
Like that.
Like, are we gonna sit through Jokic like potentially because Jokic could put up 40 on Draymond if he's.
I've seen Draymond.
Draymond's good at like
he's a great defender. Don't get me wrong, but like he's outsized by like 6 inches.
That's what I'm saying. Outsized 1-on-1.
All right.
That's why in my head in the rotation something has to give because we've worked in a situation that's worked so cleanly up until this point where we had, you know, Draymond was out right as Clay came back, but Clay was still running bench, and as Clay was coming back to speed, Steph gets hurt, allowing Clay to get more minutes, allowing Jordan Poole to stay in that ball dominant role through most of the fucking season, also allowing Andrew Wiggins to stay on the fucking floor as well. We're actually getting to a point where I feel like we're actually hitting a crash course point, like for most of the team, and saying that like I honestly don't believe that the Steph, Poole, Clay, Wiggins 1-4 lineup will work with the Warriors, and I could be wrong. But defensively, I don't believe that works. Defensively, I don't. But we'll see. Because the one thing we need to note here is Clay is not back defensively. He is not. If we're watching, he's not. It's you can say it, we can like feel it and believe it, but the man has gone through 2 major surgeries. He's not to the level he was before his injury yet. I'm not saying he can't get there. I'm saying he is not there now, and I don't think we can rely on him to be that main defender. We're going to be relying on Wiggins, but Klay Thompson defensively, I hope he'll be able to kind of like, you know, step up when we need him to, kind of during these playoffs. So I do also have some reservations about the Warriors, more defensively than offensively. But yeah,
I have no problem. I think if we need to get stops, we'll get stops in close games. We'll be able to make the right substitutions to get stops. But I think what's more important, especially to start a game, we're talking about who's starting, is making the most out of every possession and making sure we score on every possession. And so yeah, I think to start, I think that it makes the most sense to make sure we're scoring, putting the ball in the basket, and getting out in the head. Because you're gonna go cold. Like, I mean, honestly, what you're really working for in the NBA is like that people miss more so than you're like playing great defense. Like, it doesn't matter how great defense you play. Like, these niggas is nice. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, they're nice.
You're just hoping they miss.
Best shooters in the world.
Yeah, you're really just hoping they
More
miss. So,
specifically, best 1 and 2 free throw shooters in the NBA this season. But
yeah, the
like
real game is to not miss.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. For sure. Mike, we have not gotten to you yet. Who's your dog? Who's your pick?
Shit, man, it's tough. I mean, if they don't play the Bucks, I say Phoenix. But if they do play the Bucks, I got the Bucks going.
Okay.
It would take Brooklyn to beat the Bucks, which we all know last year it was by KD's feet were just too big. Like so.
Gotta get the
having
size 12, bro.
and not having Kyrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what?
Yeah. So like
Potentially Ben Simmons, like, come on, guys.
I don't think Ben Simmons is gonna play, but we'll see.
This is gonna be a great.
And it's too late for him to get in and like
not including LeBron.
Yeah, this is gonna be a great playoffs.
It's too late for Ben Simmons to come in and like get a good flow with the team. Like he would have needed to come back at least like 5 games before the playoffs to really like make an impact.
They said he's gonna be back like game 3 or like right now is the projection is game 3.
He's coming back in Brooklyn. They're coming back.
So what I'm saying is, Mike, even if he won't be ready like 100% to go like round 1, Eastern Conference Finals.
But what I'm saying is like it's about like he needs the chemistry. Like
but like by Eastern Conference Finals, would you say they would have that chemistry? Like if he pops in midway through round 1,
he's not like, playing point guard.
Huh?
He doesn't have to play point guard on that team.
I just still feel like he needs like you need to build some kind of flow. Like don't forget Brooklyn, like they're coming in as the 7th seed, so it's not like they're playing like one of the lower tier teams. They're playing
Boston.
Like, I mean, Boston's been on a tear though. Like
they have been. Great. You're right. They have been. That's all I'll say. I'm not talking about Boston. I'm not going to talk about Boston. Yeah.
All right. We'll see.
Boston's kind of they're old money. They're very much so old money.
I think that's going to be a better series than what you guys think, but maybe.
I think it's going to be a great series.
Yeah.
I think Kyrie he's fasting right now. So
Kyrie's getting his sage ready to purge all the.
That's another example of him having a stake in it, and that's the edge that Brooklyn has. Is Kyrie probably hates the Celtics organization. Yeah, they're probably all gonna fight for Kyrie because especially as all that he went through this season.
The show did, yeah. Have you seen? There's like this little video, like the last time Kyrie played Brooklyn. I mean, played the Celtics. He like stepped on the logo, did a little. He does not like Boston.
I saw that.
He does not like Boston. Like last time he played, he literally stepped on the logo and did like if you stepping on some shit and like smearing it. That's what he did.
Yeah.
That's what he did on the Boston Celtics logo as he walked off the court. The very last time he played in Boston.
Yeah.
The man is I feel like the man has some shit to say.
He was like 12 for 12 last game before he missed.
Started, yeah, exactly.
He was 12 for 12 before he missed.
Wasn't even eating the first half, you know what I'm saying?
He was playing like he wasn't even trying to get hurt.
Resting.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
he is on a different level. He's on a different level. You can't really, I don't know, fathom. I'm excited because I feel like Kyrie's performance was scattered throughout the season because he's only playing some games, but now he has to consistently play night in and night out. I think we'll be able to see him shine to light. It'll be exciting. Celtics are going to get smacked. I just want to say it. It's not going to be close. It's going to be disgusting. Yeah.
Who's winning this series?
Fantastic series.
I was about to bring up another series.
No,
I was going to ask who's winning.
But yeah. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown versus Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. We're playing NBA Black Top 2-on-2. Who are you picking, Mike? Come on, bro.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
This is not.
Yeah, it's not.
But is it all right?
Jason Tatum, especially.
Come on, bro.
Jason Tatum, especially. If they get Ben Simmons,
but see, the thing is, like Boston isn't only them versus Brooklyn is only KD and Kyrie. Like,
who cares? Nigga, who cares? That's like 40% of the floor. They're shooting for 80% of the team. Like, who actually cares? Those players play wonderfully on defense. Or even if they don't, they do what they need to do to win.
Do what they need to do. Who's scoring more points
Who cares?
out of those two?
Like, you don't necessarily need to, like, when you have players like that on your team, you don't need to make sure like the wheel is working like cleanly, like 100%. It could work at 70%, bro. When you have KD and Kyrie, the car does not necessarily have to work. Like,
all right.
bro,
It doesn't.
trust me, it does not. When you got boys like that, Kevin Durant potentially greatest scorer all time. Kyrie Irving definitely best handles all time. Like, it's not.
All right.
For sure.
We'll see.
For
We'll
sure.
see. The playoffs about to start.
Who's stopping though?
But the series I wanted to talk about.
Go ahead, like, yeah, you're gonna be Brandon. Go ahead.
Who's winning this one? Toronto, Philadelphia.
I'm still saying
Philly.
Toronto got three of one. They got the season.
I know.
They got
I know, and I hear it, and I know that Thibault is also not going to be able to be playing for the Toronto games, so that could also.
Oh my god, that was so funny, bro. Because I remember Doc Rivers, he was clowning Brooklyn for the longest. Like, oh yeah, my team, we don't have that problem.
Yep.
I'm like, wow, that's hilarious.
Yeah, little did he know.
Right? No, he probably knew. He was just stupid.
Yeah, I mean that's
He was like,
that's
"Oh, we're
talking
not
out your
playing
ass,
Toronto."
dude. That's just. I mean, I don't think he like. I mean, he definitely had to know, but like, it's still talking out your ass.
Perfect coach for the Lakers.
Okay.
Amazing. He's gonna be him or Mark Jackson. Amazing. Can't wait.
Can we start running through this? I actually gotta go soon.
Yeah,
like,
for
the
sure.
next
I mean, I'm
15
honestly,
minutes.
I don't have like the biggest of topics. I'm just gonna say the Raiders team has finally, finalized. Derek Carr has signed a 3-year, 121 deal with the Las Vegas Raiders, solidifying kind of the framework of what the Raiders are supposed to do going forward. This is just my personal. This is gonna be my personal kind of speech to the Raiders fans. You guys have everything you need. I do not want to hear any more excuses. You cannot talk about your team as if you guys suck or are bad.
Yeah, never again. I hate that, bro.
You have Derek Carr at your quarterback. You have Devontae Adams as your wide receiver 1. You have Hunter Renfrow as your wide receivers 2. You have Darren Waller as your tight end 1. You may need to work on that O-line.
You got Crosby on your D-line, bro. Like,
exactly. That defense is cool too. Like the D-line, y'all are set up the D-line. I mean, I feel like the linebackers are looking okay too. Figure out the O-line. Josh Jacobs, I don't know what's, just talk to him. I feel like, something. He's just put film of his rookie year up, go to training camp, get him going. That should really be it. I don't want to hear any more excuses. You guys look great. Congratulations. We'll be fucking watching from the fucking sidelines. And that's it. That's all I have to say on the Raiders. I think. What do you guys think about how it will kind of turn out for the Raiders? Because it looks like they are set up, good to go.
I better, like you said, bro. I better not hear any excuses
about
why we lost to Denver, or why we lost to Kansas City, or why we lost to the Chargers.
Damn.
Why we lost to the Niners. I want to hear it.
I second that sentiment.
Man, for real.
Because there's always an excuse of why they're not good. I could, as a Cowboys fan, I'd be like, yo, the team sucks. They're not playing well. But it's always like, oh, he was hurt. Oh, we were dealing with, we don't have a coach. Oh, nah, bro.
No, I hear you, bro. So, Raiders, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Good job. Shout out.
The world is yours.
The world is in your palms. There is nothing left to say. There is truly nothing left to say. Just don't fuck it up.
Yep.
Don't be the
fuck
Lakers.
up a good thing. Don't fuck up a good thing, bro.
Don't be the Lakers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And outside of that, man, I don't got shit else going on. NFL draft is coming up, but I honestly feel like that'll be good for the next time we talk because it's in about 2 weeks. But next time we meet, we'll definitely be right around in the thick of it, first round of the playoffs. And then shit. Yeah, that's really it. Oh,
So,
one thing is, Chelsea did lose in the Champions League yesterday to Real Madrid, so that was fucked. But outside of that, that was it. Yeah, that's it. That covers the sports on this end.
right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, well, I'll let y'all guys get back to your days.
Yeah, sorry I had to cut us short today. Yeah, I gotta do a site visit tomorrow for work. I gotta go to Goleta. It's like by Santa Barbara, so
Okay.
I gotta go get prepared for that.
Good show. That's what's up.
What's up, man? That's cool.
All right, y'all.
All right.
I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good one.
Peace.